Hello students. In this video, we'll learn about the data mining applications. So there are broad applications which for data mining. So we can use data mining on various applications, but there is a gap between the generic data mining methods and also the scalable data mining tools which you are using for the domain specific applications. So there are in this video, we'll learn in detail about the few applications like financial data analysis, retail and telecommunication industries, mining in science and engineering, intrusion detection prevention, intrusion and prevention. Next is the data mining and recommender system. So let's start with the financial data analysis. Data mining plays a crucial role in this financial data analysis. So here the financial data which is collected from the banks or the financial institutions, it will be reliable, it will be complete, and whatever the data we get the high quality of data. Here after getting the data warehouse is built on that data, and this in the data warehouse we know that will store the data in the form of data cubes, where we have multi dimensions, where we can analyze the data in a multi-dimensional way. There we use OLAP tools in order to identify or make the analysis on the data. So suppose if you want to know the depths or the revenue, there any increase in the revenue or is there any decrease in the revenue, and what is the revenue which is being generated per month, and what is the revenue which is generated for a year, in which sectors we have more growth in finance. So all these factors were analyzed, and then if the furthers we'll be using the statistical information like maximum, minimum, total, average, and applying the trends and analyzing the data. So next, we also can identify the loan payment of prediction or loan payment of credit policy analysis. So in this, we'll be identifying the different features that are available, and based on that features we'll be giving the ranking. So based on that ranking we'll know which attribute will have the highest value. So based on that we can suppose if we want to just analyze whether a person is eligible to get the loan or not, the key factor there will be what credit rating and his income. So we'll be ranking that factors or the features which are available, and based on that ranking we can do the analysis. So here we'll be considering the loan payment performance, and based on that we'll analyze his credit rating. So if he is having a good credit rating, then we can make the analysis that he'll be eligible for loan. So here we can apply the classification or clustering techniques based on the application. So suppose if we are working with the classification, then we can use the algorithms like a k nearest neighbor decision tree, which will identify the different customers or group of customers. And after identifying that, so if there is a few customers who are eligible for the loan. So for their eligibility, the factor might be like a good credit rating and all. So if there is a new person and if he's having good credit rating, then he can be grouped into the eligibility loan group. So in that way, after performing the classification, the data points are classified. Now, it also helps in the detection of money laundering and other financial crimes. So by integrating the databases, like we'll be having the bank transaction database as well as crime history database. So if we are able, if we integrate this multiple databases, then there will be a chance to analyze the data using the various visualization techniques. So we can apply the classification or the clustering, and if you want to analyze the pattern or pattern of the person, whether or the similarity of the person, the similarity in the crime history and bank transaction, then we can easily detect is there any fraud or not in the application. So we can use various methods like classification, clustering, and as well as sequential pattern analysis for identifying the fraud. And next application is on data mining for retail and telecommunication industries. In the retail industries, the major task will be on the analysis of sales and identifying the customer preferences and what is the shopping history of the customer, and identifying various e-commerce websites and analyzing those e-commerce websites. So what these are the typical applications that might be there for the retail data mining. Initially is to identify the customer buying behaviors. So if we are able to analyze this customer buying behaviors, then we can analyze or improve our sales by focusing on the most saleable products. And next, discovering the shopping patterns and trends based on, it may be based on season, and all people will be preferring to buy some of the items. So we have to analyze the shopping pattern and trends, and improving the quality of customer service. So achieving better customer retention and satisfaction. So good consumption ratios, improving the good consumption ratios. So good transportation as well as distribution policies. So focusing on the good transportation as well as distribution policies. So all this may be included for the telecom and many other industries. So which will be mostly, which will focus mostly on the customer preferences and improving the sales based in terms of sales, or in making the goods based on the preferences and improving their profits. So initially here, we'll be constructing the data warehouse where all the data, collected data is stored. And from that, we'll make the multidimensional analysis. The analysis in the retail industry will be in terms of sales, customers, products, and location and time where the product is being sale has the highest sales. And so analyzing the effectiveness of sales campaigns. So coming to the customer retention, here we'll try to identify the customer's loyalty and the sequence of purchases that being done by the particular customers. And we can use the sequential pattern mining in order to identify the changes in customers' loyalty. And we can also suggest the adjustments on pricing and variety of goods. Product recommendation and cross reference of items. So which product will be based on the customer preferences, we can identify, or we can know that what product will be useful to him. So for that, by that we can make the product recommendation, and if required we can also make the cross references of items. So it also helps us in the fraudulent analysis and unusual patterns which may occur, or sometimes the usual patterns that may occur. So we can make the analysis using the visualization tools to get the better idea of better idea regarding the analysis of sales, customers, and all. Next application is using data mining in science and engineering. Here again, the data which is available about the science, or the data which is available regarding engineering, all this data is collected and stored in the warehouse and based on the data type. So if you are working with the complex data types like spatio-temporal or biological data, or diverse semantic and relationship, will identify what type of algorithms best suits. So here we can use the network algorithm or graph-based algorithm, which involves links, relationships, data flow, and all. Next, coming to the visualization tools. So here we can use any visualization tool to identify the pattern or the relationship between the data that is available in the data set. Now, we can also analyze the data in terms of text and social media. So for this, we'll have a graph network analysis. Using that graph network, we can easily identify what are the issues that are there in the social in the social media and all. Next, suppose if you have any bugs, or is there any intrusion problems, or if there are any software problems or hardware problems, that can be analyzed using data mining in computer science. Next is about the application of data mining in intrusion detection and its prevention. So if there we can easily identify the intruders who are present in the network, or it also helps in the intrusion detection, and we can make the analysis in order to prevent that intrusions. And with these intrusions may be of signature based, where we use the signatures or attack patterns to identify that, or else it may be of anomaly based detection, which is based on the profiles, user profiles, whether there is or valid profiles or invalid profiles. So by analyzing the not behavior of the profile, behavior of the user, we can easily detect or find out the whether it's a fraud account or not. Next, in these systems, the data mining helps in creating the new algorithms which will help for new intrusion detection. And also the data mining algorithms like association, correlation, and pattern analysis will help in identifying or the intrusions or the discriminative classifier. It helps in building these discriminative classifiers. And we can also analyze the stream data. So as the data is being updated so for a second, for every second, then it is necessary to analyze that streamed data. And to analyze the stream data, we have various algorithms related based on outlier detection, clustering, model shifting, and all. So here we also use the distributed data mining, which can apply for various features and identifies is there any difference in the patterns or not. Next is after applying all this, we can visualize this in the form of a graph, or we can apply this on any visualization tool, which makes us understand the clear pattern of identifying the frauds, or in order to identify this intrusion and to analyze how to solve this intrusion. So the other application is about data mining and recommender system. So in the recommender system, based on the customer preferences, so we can just recommend the other product. So if a customer is willing to buy a computer, there is a chance that he is willing to buy a music system and all, right? So what is the most preferred thing a customer buys when he buys the one product? So that analysis makes us to improve the sales in the retail. And also this recommender system makes the user convenient to use any application. So here we use the different approaches like content-based, collaborative-based, and hybrid-based algorithms. So in the content-based algorithms, it will identify what are the customer preferences, and based on that preferences, or based on the past history of the customer, it will recommend the product. And in the collaborative filtering, it will find out the opinion of all the customers, so who is having the similar preferences. So based on that analysis, it will provide the products which will be best suitable for that group of customers. And here we use the number of users into the items, which will extract the ratings from known to unknown. So this will help us in predicting the user item combinations. Next, there are memory based of methods which will use the k nearest neighbor approach. And the other method is the model based method. It uses the collection of rating to learn a model. So in the model based methods, we have seen various probabilistic models like Bayesian networks, and also the clustering and the other joint probabilistic models, where we can identify the patterns. So based on the model. Next, we can also use various hybrid approaches. So here we can use the ensemble methods like combination of different decision trees like random forest, which helps us in improving the performance. So these are some of the applications where we use data mining. Thank you.